Iran is shooting missiles all over the Middle East. There's a city in northern Iraq in the Kurdish area called Erbil. When this happened, live time, real time, it was reported that Iranian missiles had struck the U.S. consulate in Erbil and that there had been a lot of injuries and deaths. Subsequently, that was retracted and it was announced by the U.S. government that missiles hit close to the consulate. Close, very close by. No damage, no injuries. Okay. They're also the Iranians shooting missiles that are hitting in Pakistan. The Pakistanis. There's a little bit of a tension there. We got a little tension between the Shias and the Sunnis there, between the Pakistanis and the Iranians. They don't like each other. The Iranians, Iran, that's their mother name. They're the Persians. Remember the Persian Empire? Not thought of so fondly in that part of the world. People remember the Persians as conquerors, brutal conquerors. So there's a lot of pushback on these Persians, and they're getting down over there. The Iranians are also targeting Kurdish positions in Syria. The Kurds are allied with the United States. The Turks are at war with the Kurds. What did I say? The Turks are attacking the Kurds in Syria also. This thing is a complicated stew pot of tribal affiliations. The point is, they're at war over there. The Houthis have shot missiles that have hit more shipping traffic that's trying to get to the Suez Canal. Shipping traffic is reduced by about 50%. 50%. The American military, Operation Prosperity Guardian, has again attacked Yemen. At the same time, that's in the Middle East theater. Does that sound to you like we're going to war? No, it sounds to me like we're at war. And why is it not being reported? Because when you look on your newspaper, hey, it's everything but that. Why? What is going on here? Well, we don't know because we're not in the room with President Biden and his crew of geniuses. But I'm going to say, and I'm going to theorize, that we're in an election year, and it's probably not going to be really great for President Biden's re-election prospects if they pull the trigger over there and you're paying $9 a gallon for gas. Because when they pull this trigger, there's going to be an interruption in the world's energy supply. Maybe it's not 9, maybe it's 6.50. But when that happens, the inflation and the economic dislocation will be so intense, it will be very difficult under any circumstance of an election. I'm going to say this again for my friend Tom. It will be very difficult under any circumstance of an election if there's a war there and it has huge economic consequences for the American people. Under any circumstance, it will be very difficult for a Democrat to get elected in the 2024 cycle. So they are allowing, when I say they, that would be our government, we the people, we are allowing a kind of assault on the post-World War II democratic rules-based order. We're allowing an assault that's completely unprecedented since 1945. And, people are getting bold. Over in the European theater, we had the, Pacific theater, and we had the European theater in World War II. Same thing. I mean, there's nothing different. Go back and look at the history of World War II. There was a big theater in the Middle East. There was a European theater, and there was an Asian theater. Hey, guess what? Same game. In Europe, the United Kingdom has deployed 20,000 combat troops into Eastern Europe, the largest deployment of British troops since the Falkland War some 40 years ago. I think that was 82. 20,000. Sweden has put their citizenry on notice, as has the German government, to prepare for an imminent war. You think these people are doing it to get headlines? Maybe. Maybe they're just keeping everybody full of anxiety, a la the three emptying factors. Asian philosophy, Asian medical philosophy, or as they like to say, ancient Chinese secret. Death comes from the three emptying factors. The first one is continuous concern. Continuous concern.